Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Raw Dodgers channel. And today we're taking a look at the Stars of Black series K-2SO from the Rogue One line. Look at the front of the box. You can see the window right here featuring the figure, the Stars of Black series logo up on top, the name of the lineup the character is from, and his name on the bottom. And on the side of the box, you get this really beautiful artwork on the side mural. And like I mentioned before, by adding other figures from the same lineup, you can create a mural. So here's K-2SO alongside Chirrut. On the other side of the box, you get a smaller portrait of the character, a description, the number which falls into the lineup, and some warnings down here. Here's the side of the box, bottom, and the top. But I'll go ahead and get him out and see what's inside. And here he is out of the box. And looking at K-2SO up close, again, really cool looking figure. I love the amount of detail already that I'm seeing. But before we jump to any conclusions, I'll go ahead and start from top to bottom. So looking at the head sculpt, or at least like the head right here, it looks incredible. You see he has some wear and tear right here with some of the paint chipping off. He comes in this like very matte sort of black color. Looks really nice, and really great attention to detail right here, especially with like the mechanisms right here. The white eyes really stands out. But yeah, overall, Hasbro did an amazing job with the sculpt already. And as you can see right here, he does have a joint at the neck as well as the top of the head right here. So you get some movement here side to side, back, and forward. Looking at the torso, he has this metal plating right here in the chest. Again, some wear and tear throughout the metal. He has some like buttons, things like that. He has this back part as well. Really cool. And the like upper part of his torso is able to move around. It has like a ball joint. So you're side to side, back, and forward. Looking at the arms sticks out about there. It is able to go around pretty freely, as you can see right there. There isn't like a butterfly joint, but he does have an elbow joint right here, so he's able to move it pretty well, and it does go back right there, as you can see. He does have articulation at the hand, so that is good to know. The other side as well, arm sticks out about there. It is able to go all the way around with ease. Elbow joint right there, a swivel at the elbow, and articulation at the wrist at the hand. And there's some interesting details I was seeing around his arm. One being the Imperial insignia right here on both sides of his shoulder plating. And then the joints are very unique. I don't think we've seen joints like these. It has like this clear plastic in the middle of them to sort of give that effect, but really cool. I love that mechanic right there. Looking at the legs right here, he does have like a swivel in the thighs. He isn't able to go into like a split position, but as far as like sitting down, let me try to move his legs. He is able to sit down like that, and his legs go back all the way. Looking at the knees as well, they are again very flexible, so they're able to go into a kneeling position, and they even go the opposite end as well, which looks kind of interesting. And looking at his feet, again, really cool sort of like mechanism going on right here at the joint. There is also the same thing happening right here at the knees, and he does have a swivel, surprisingly, right here in the calf of his leg. And the feet, they do point down. They point very far up. And there is no rocker ankles. And before I get on with the interview, or the overview, sorry, here is a quick comparison of the sizes of the figures we reviewed so far in this lineup, with Jin being the first one, then we have Cassian, Andor, and K-2SO. So as an overview of the figure, I gotta say, K-2SO has to be one of the coolest droids out there in the Star Wars universe, and Hasbro nailed the design. I'm shocked that we didn't get at least one accessory with this figure. Even the pistol that he goes down fighting with wasn't included, so a bit of a bummer that there isn't anything extra to go along with him, but in the end, I'm happy to have this figure in my collection. I'm really curious also to see if this figure will stand up to the more detailed look, I guess, of the Andor Season 2 version, so we'll have to just wait and see. But yeah, overall, that was pretty much it. And if you guys enjoyed this review, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. I occasionally post from time to time on there, and other than that, I'll catch you all on the next one.